Go out and have a great time regardless of if you have the perfect lens or the perfect camera or the perfect weather. Things are very, very, very rarely the way you want them. And the best advice is, right, I said it a minute ago, chill the out here and have a nice day.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
Was a dark and cloudy morning along the coast. And I'm out here doing some photography again. I'm in La Jolla, California, and I love it here. I used to live here a long time ago. And now I love to come here and do photography whenever I'm in Southern California. So today, I've got a little different program. I am going to do a video with the wrong lens. The wrong lens I brought today is this. This is the Nikon Z8 with the 800 millimeter 6.3 PF lens. And it's a wonderful lens, don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit too much lens for La Jolla most of the time. Of course, sometimes it's the right lens, but more often than not, it's too much lens out here. And I don't care, that's what I've got. Oh, and you're probably wondering, what happened to the lens hood? Nothing nefarious. You know, Steve Perry told us to not use our lens hoods in very specific conditions. It'll trap heat inside the lens hood and actually give you the heat refraction. And that's not what's happening today. It's chilly. Like, I'm wearing a cap because I'm bald, you know, and my head gets cold, and it's like misty out here. But it's probably like 50 degrees, and you can see it's kind of dark and moody and cool and misty. But I lost my train of thought there. Oh, the lens hood thing is not because of that. The lens hood, I forgot it back at the hotel room. It's as simple as that. So I'm going lens hood free, and we'll see how it goes. With the little mist, I might get a little mist on the front element. It's going to be okay. Don't worry. But anyway, I wanted to come out today to do just kind of a little session with, like, hey, you brought the wrong lens. You know, some people are like, oh, I don't have the right lens, I'm not going out. But I brought the wrong lens and I'm going out. I'm going to do different things. So I'm going to have to just be thinking differently out here with what I'm shooting and how I'm shooting it. As I mentioned, often we're far too close to the birds for an 800 millimeter lens. So I can work on some tight portraits. That's the easiest solution. Just do headshots and stuff. But it can also do like tight birds in flight stuff. Maybe clip some wings. I know, I'm going to break some rules. Maybe try some unconventional compositions with cutting off parts of the birds. So there's going to be some potential for some different stuff than what I would normally do if I had the correct lens. But I'm just looking for anything that'll be interesting with the long lens. And it's dark, and so my f6.3 is also way less than ideal. I'd love to have the 400-2.8 out here in this darkness. So I'm going to be slow shutter speed, high ISO as well. So it could be a bit of a tricky morning out here, but I'm sure I can get at least one nice photo today, and that's typically my goal. Just keep the pressure off myself, just looking for one nice photo today. And boy, if I could get one like great photo every day, I'd be a hero. But anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to start working on these pelicans over here. Let me show you where we're at. Over there on the point. I'm going to go over there, and there's tons of pelicans all over. So I'll see what it looks like over there. But it looks like some cormorants and some gulls and the pelicans. And Just a moody, dramatic morning. So let's go see what it looks like over there, and we'll wander around and make some photos. All right, here's photo op number one. I got a couple of pelicans down here. I'm shooting down on them a little bit, but I've got a beautiful dark background behind them over here. So with the dark background, I can get some really nice contrast on the bird. So that's what I'm going to be working on right here for a second. See, there's a couple of them in here, so I'm going to look for some of the best potential angles. Uh-oh, there goes this one, maybe. All right, I'm going to turn this off and shoot them real quick. Hang on. Arm's getting tired. It's pretty light, but it's still kind of heavy. Man, the pelicans are just coming in droves. It's pretty good. Well, it's lovely if you're into this kind of thing, and I am. I'm getting soaked. My camera's getting soaked. All good though. But I'm going to move along. I've spent a while out here on this point. Pelicans have been really good. Did a few things over here against this vertical wall with some birds along there. But now I think I'm going to wander around a little bit more and see what other opportunities might exist out here. But it's still dark. So I'm like still, you know, at ISO 1600, I'm at like 2/50th of a second still. So dark, dark, dark and wet. And so I probably don't have a whole lot more in me this morning before I get so wet. I don't want to be here anymore. But I'm having a great time so far. I'll check back in with maybe another good photo op in a minute. All right, there they are. Hey, so I have some advice. As I sit here getting soaking wet and the front element on my lens is covered in mist, making all the images soft. My camera's all wet. I'm wet. It's cold. There's not enough light. I brought the wrong lens. I have some advice for you in that situation. Chill the f*** out. And that applies to me too. Chill out. Have a good time. You know, that's what I'm doing. So things can dry out and images can be blurry and soft. So what? Have a good time. I'm here. I'm trying to make some nice images. If I do, great. If I don't, have a good time. What's up, buddy? There you went. All right, that was my wisdom of the day. Pencil that in. Chill the f*** out. Have a nice day. All right, so new photo op that I think is going to be pretty cool. Down here, I have this dark, oh great, there's sirens everywhere. This dark little patch. And I've seen a couple pelicans fly in and land over here. And so they come in, and then if I'm at the right angle here, they will cross in front of that dark patch. And so it should be pretty cool contrast with the birds coming in with that dark patch of background. I'm often looking for dark patches of background. And this is kind of the darkest thing in the whole scene out here. So I did see some birds fly across there. So I'm going to hang here and see if they continue that pattern and see if I can get some good stuff out of it. So here's a pile of sea lions, and it's kind of loud, but there is kind of a sad scene in there with this mom that's kind of wailing Looks like she maybe gave birth to a stillborn. So she's kind of looking distraught in there. It was kind of a reasonably compelling photo, at least. I mean, I hate to say that because the gulls are trying to steal her pup from her, but it's just curled up there, dead. But anyway, it was kind of a compelling photo. She looked down at the little curled up stillborn pup. So anyway, kind of sad, but that happens out here. And then the gulls and some of the other scavengers will get a meal out of that, I'm sure. Anyway, that's happening right there. There. I just missed a nice gull flying in front of that dark background. But the turns were great. I think I'm going to wrap it up this morning. So, again, like, nothing's ever ideal, right? So, I brought the wrong lens. I forgot my lens hood. So, I got water on the front element. It's misting. I'm wet. There's not enough light. On and on and on. Things are very, very, very rarely the way you want them. And the best advice is, right, I said it a minute ago, chill the out here and have a nice day. And try different things. You know, when you have constraints like this, often it forces you to try things you wouldn't have tried otherwise. And even if you're used to trying these kind of things, like, just instead of thinking about what, I wish, think about, here's what I've got. What can I do with this? And in my case this morning, it was slow shutter speeds, high ISOs, unconventional compositions, tight portraits, motion blur, and just having a good time and looking for any opportunity that I can out here and make the most of it. Regardless, it was a wonderful way to spend the morning out here. So go out and have a great time, regardless of if you have the perfect lens or the perfect camera or the perfect weather. If you know, whatever, just get out and have a good time. And this is really nice. I mean, look at this. There goes the pelicans are cruising, the gulls, the waves, the sea lions. It's gorgeous. Why wouldn't you want to be out here? I mean, you know. But anyway, thanks for watching. I get vlogger fright when people are nearby. That's another thing about the crappy weather. It kept a lot of the crowds away, so that was kind of nice. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate any support that you give to the channel here by using the B&H affiliate links, buying my book, signing up for workshops. It's probably time to sign up for Africa. I think I'll have that announced by the time this video airs. So see if you can join me in Kenya this year. That should be live on my website. And Yellowstone in the winter, and private workshops year-round in the Tetons and all that stuff. So thank you very much. Join my email list on my website if you want to get notified about those things and get some occasional, very occasional, like tips and tricks and stuff like that. So have a great day. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate you. See you next time.
Looking for cookies.
Oh, yeah. Wait till he pops them.